Well, back down on my local syndicate. Let's do a little winter campaign. October, November and December. Well, I'm off the mark. Nice little £8 common. Can't go wrong. Been down since 7 o'clock this morning. Got here for like first light. There's the £8 on the nose, come on the bug. Stay near bug. With not even half a handful of the bottom bait bug, 15 and 18 mil bug. You see again coated in the bug liquid. So match a hatch all the way through, to be fair. Can a little start. Hopefully get a few more. Well, as you've seen, I've had the one £8. Like I say, I got here for first light. I think I got here for about 6:30, 7 o'clock. I got the one rod out. I struggled to get the second and the third rod out due to the swans backwards and forwards. I am using a bait boat, however, I would normally cast, but the spots I have found are like the far side and the underneath the tree line. So I'm using the boat just to get into that. Again, like I say, I'm using the DNA bug. I'm between the three. The half tone, like I say, another half tone, but these ones like a washed out orangey, like brownish kinda. And like I say, that fish what I've just had was on just the bug wafter. Like I say, a matcha hatch over 15s and 18s. Like I say, they're soaked in the bug liquid. Like I say, I don't normally do this. However, for quickness, like I say, I'm doing a winter campaign on here. So again, for quickness, I have gone to the basic hair eggs. The only thing I've changed is I've been cutting the hair off and I've put a bait screw on. That's the only thing I've changed with these. The length's still the same. However, on here, yes, I am showing a barbed hook. But it is barbless on here, which I am using, which I do prefer because it's nice and easy to get out if it comes out of the net. But yes, like I say, I've been using these for 3-4 months now. Reason being I've getting them is, like I say, I want to do a little winter campaign on here, so it's basically just for quickness. So as soon as I've come off camera from doing that little piece for you showing the bait and the rigs, I've had a run. Unfortunately lost it again due to barbless hooks. It is still quite weedy in here. As you can see, I haven't gotten the rod back out due to the fact I've got these little CUNTs, and if I try and put the boat out, they're just gonna be at the boat. And see, it's there ready, waiting. Oh, we'll see what happens. I say, if anyone's wondering what boat I am using, it's just a Ridge Monkey Hunter 750. It hasn't got the echo. I wish I did wait, because I bought that, then like 2 months later they brought the echo one out, which I was a bit freaking peed off about. But never mind. So this one's took a little bit longer than I thought. Had a few beeps on the left hand rod and the right. Did lose one, like I said and showed. I was waiting for the rod to get back out. Them swans didn't move for a good half hour. However, the rod has gone again. So leeches, same size, £8, £8.4 I think it went. This time, nice little mirror. Nothing wrong with that, eh? Again, DNA bug. Happy days. I'll show you the other side before I slip it back. I see photos. I'll just get off. I'll get stills off this. So yeah, like I say, DNA bug. After match a hatch with 15s and 18s soaked in the bug liquid. Like I say, using the leg clip setup with the quarter basic hair rig. Like I say, trimmed the hair off. Oh. Like I say, trimmed the hair off, and I've been putting a bait screw on. But one last look. Well, I was gonna get the fish out that I've just caught and put the rod back out on the right hand rod, but then the left hand rod's decided to scream off as I've went to take it up to weight. So I've got one in the net and I'm busy playing one, so that's a third fish. It only looks about 7-8 pound again. However, this one's playing a hell of a lot better. To be fair, I think I've already caught this one before. Yeah. I think the last time I had this one out was, oh, is it? Yeah, I think the last time I had this one out was around about January, February this year. When I had it out back then, to be fair, it was the second time I had caught. Really, this is the third. But to be fair, it's actually looking a bit bigger. And yeah, last time I had this, it didn't fight like this. It just come in nice and easy. This time it's given a bit of a scrap. Oh, so glad I've got backlids on the other ones. I think if I hadn't, maybe a different story. Get in. Yeah, that one's definitely bigger than last time. Right, I'm going to turn the camera off and I'm going to get the hooks out, get the mat sorted. So I've had 2 fish so far, lost 2. I put the rod back out. This is the 3rd fish, so I put the rod back out. It went again, pretty much 5 minutes after, while I was getting the camera and that sorted, with like this one. Like I say, this is £8 again. Like I say, there's not a big stamp of fish in here, but there is the odd 20. There is rumours that it's for 30, but we'll see. However, like I say, I have had another run and it went straight away. after I've like netted this. I think I have caught it before. I think the last time I had that was £9–10. It looks a little bit bigger, put up a good fight. So I'm actually going to weigh that. I will be getting it up for the camera as well. As I've done that, I've brought I took the hook out of its mouth and stuff like that. It's sitting in the net waiting. But like I say, quickly show you the other side of this and then get this one back and then get the other one out. But yeah, like I say, where I caught that other fish on what's sitting in the net, I put that back out. I didn't even get the bobbin on that, and it absolutely tore off. Like I say, I've had to run round, get the boat, go out in the boat. Unfortunately, it snapped us off. So it was a good fish as well. But yeah, I'm definitely happy with this one. And the other one's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to get that one out and show you that. A little bit hectic at the minute. Whew. Well, like I say, I have had this one before. I've just quickly weighed it. Last time I had it out was 9. Yeah, about £9. So it's putting weight on. It's now 11. But yeah, it's a good one. Oh, it's a decent one. And see, I have had this one before. Put up a good fight this time, to be fair. Immaculate condition. Yeah, can I go wrong with that? Especially this time of year. Beginning of October. Yeah, I'll show you the other side. I mean, the other side's identical, like, but yeah, perfect mouth on it. I will put a bit carp care on. Yeah, check that out. Happy days. You see, £11, £10.4, I think it went. Yeah, cracking colours, absolutely amazing. Right time to get that rod set back up and back out. Hopefully I haven't spoiled the spot with going over in the boat. However, I'm not really bothered. 4 fish, lost 2. Sorry, lost 3. Yeah, happy days. Well, what a canny little session this has turned out to be. 4 fish and lost 3. I'd say using barbless hooks, so kind of expected, but that last one what I lost was a bloody good fish. I wish I got that one in. I'd say there's metal barriers and stuff over at the back, and I think it's just took us straight round that. Absolutely mad. I was ready to take some photos with another fish. I'd say I had 2 in the net. Luckily I've got 2 nets, so I've shoved the smaller one in with the other one, which is seen, to be fair, like the bigger out of the bunch. But yeah, so I had like that net free. I'd say just that one wasn't budging. Went round, got the boat, went over. Just threw too many snags, to be fair. So yeah, I've come back over. I'm hoping I haven't spoiled that back line, especially with us going over in the boat. Well, as you can see, I've packed up. Going over that back tree line and the boat just didn't do any good. But it's all about fish safety, so I'm glad I did go over. I'm gutted I lost the fish. However, I've called it a day and I'll be back soon. So please look out for part 2. Hopefully have that underway and coming to you soon.